EA Sports coverage of the National Field in Green Bay. Coming up, Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby. Off we go from Lambeau. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett, he'll air this one out deep for Sims. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 8 yards out. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. An inside give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's gone down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a first down carry for Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How did things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Crosby with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Pickett lost it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. Down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On play action, Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath.
Taking it right down Broadway. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Dillon up the middle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Uncorks one for Davis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Up the middle, Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. A solid stiff arm. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Rodgers. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pickett to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now Pickett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Here's Pickett. That's to Freiermuth. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw here, Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
But you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ball game. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense.